So I saw a headline the other day and it said something like 75% of kids want to be YouTubers. And honestly, as someone on YouTube, when I saw that headline, I laughed my ass off. And consider this video a sort of reality check on the way things are currently on YouTube and how difficult it is to grow. The first obvious statement is that not everyone can be a YouTuber. Not everyone can do any single job. Not everyone can be an astronaut. There's only been like 1,000 astronauts ever. So when a kid wants to be an astronaut, sure, the parents encourage them and they say like, oh, of course you can be an astronaut. But deep down they're thinking like, I don't know. The world needs doctors and teachers and engineers and psychologists and lawyers and okay, maybe not lawyers, but it needs a lot of different professions, a variety of people to make the world function. What percentage of the world can realistically be YouTubers? A couple of percent? It can't be a lot because it's sort of a niche job. It's the same as what percentage of the population can be movie stars? 0.01%. It's a very, very specialized role and not everyone can do it. You can dream it, you can try to be it, but realistically, it's sort of limited in the number of people who can actually do it.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Number 2 is going to be that you are late. You are late to the party. I did research on a video for what it takes to get 1 million subscribers on a YouTube fitness video, and the average year that they started their channel was not 2018, wasn't 2016, not 14, not 12, it was 2011, about a decade ago for the average year that they started. The reality is the market is very, very saturated and starting a YouTube channel is very, very difficult. It is extremely difficult to grow. And when you see headlines like, this guy proves it's still possible to grow organically on YouTube, like he made it from 0 to 1 million subscribers in a year, well, if you look at what he actually did to accomplish that, he had to do a bunch of collaborations with people who have 10 million or 20 million subscribers. So if you want to grow organically without advertising, without actually doing these kind of hacks to grow sort of non-organically, it's going to be extremely difficult. I've gone from 0 to around 12,000 subscribers in the past year, and I would say that is unusual. I would say most people struggle to even grow that quickly. If I didn't have traffic coming in from Quora or from that shout out and video by Sean Alawani, well, I might only have 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, perhaps even less. And after making 230 videos in the past year, that shows it's really, really hard to grow organically. For example, I did a poll of how people found my channel. I asked my subscribers, how did you first hear about my channel? And out of YouTube search, that was about 3 or 4% of people. So it's a very small amount and it's just really, really challenging to get your foot in the door when the door is already slammed shut. Now, the next one is going to be the algorithm. Now, no one really knows how the algorithm works. Not even Google knows fully how the algorithm works. It's sort of its own entity and it is very mysterious in how it works.
Draw whatever you want. It won't change anything.
What we do know is that click-through rate and watch time are the most important things. So you have to get people to click and then you have to get them to keep watching. Now, in terms of click-through rate, that means drama, that means flashy titles, that means clickbait, that means a lot of questions using the curiosity gap to get people to click on your video. Every single big content creator uses clickbait. They have to. You have to. You just cannot grow without extremely clickable thumbnails and titles. Then, once people click, you have to get them to keep watching. Gone are the days when you can expect to film something in your messy apartment and people will actually watch this shit. Here's another fun fact. If someone subscribes to your channel and they don't click on your videos, they will no longer see your videos. If they don't click once, then twice, then 3 times, they pretty much won't ever see your content again, unless they get a notification or they find it some other way. So if you don't have people clicking on your content, your channel is dying. And so you're on this constant treadmill where you have to get people to click. Otherwise, you're out of business. And this is part of the reason why there is a lot of pressure and burnout when it comes to YouTubers, which they don't really talk about a lot. Some of them do, but a lot of them do not. They are selling you a lie. They're making it seem like it's very carefree, or you just walk around and film your day and it's so easy. Not so much. Every minute of content you see probably takes 15 to 20 minutes all told, in terms of editing, scripting, shooting, filming, producing, uploading, responding to comments. For a lot of them, it's probably 20, 30 minutes, maybe even close to an hour for stuff that takes more editing. It is far more work than a lot of these people let on, at least if you're doing things right. And the market is so saturated, you sort of have to. I work 365 days a year. I don't get a vacation because the algorithm doesn't give me a vacation. Right now, it's Chinese New Year. My wife is at home and I still have to create videos. That's not really what most professions will have. You will get quite a bit of vacation time throughout the year. I work weekends, I work nights, I work 80 to 90 hours per week, and a lot of that is directly into my YouTube channel. The other day, someone said something like, why haven't you been posting as frequently? And I posted like 13 to 15 videos the past month, which is still a pretty hefty amount of work. It's still 40 to 50 hours per week only into YouTube. And people expect you to have like a video a day, and they don't realize the insane amount of work that actually is. And a lot of these kids, they just see the social media side of things. They just see the Instagram pictures, they just see the vlogs with the Gucci bags and everything, but they don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see the stress. They don't see the production. They don't see the team. They don't see everyone you have to manage. They don't see the work that goes in to every second of footage. And, most YouTubers, they'll give you a behind the scenes, but it's not a real behind the scenes. If you see something on screen, that has to be created. If it's an image, if it's a sound, check this out. Pretty cool. Okay, all right, that's enough. Now the editor's just messing with me. Another factor is, how are you going to monetize? I don't even have ads on my channel because the money was so low. 96.5% of YouTubers, if they got money only from ads, they would be below the poverty line in the United States. 96.5%. So don't rely on money from ads because it's just not very good. I make money through coaching and writing custom training plans. And honestly, if I turned ads on, it might be like 5 to 10% of my income, if that. For me, I'm lucky enough to be in fitness where it's fairly easy to monetize my services and my knowledge. If you're just making vlogs, you think you're just gonna, film your day and somehow monetize that, you're living a pipe dream. It might happen, but probably not. A big part of it is that standards have changed. Some people like PewDiePie can just sit there and talk to the camera and do very, very well, but that is a tiny fraction. That is literally 1 in a billion, okay? And even 1 in a million is required to get to like multiple millions of subscribers. So it's really, really tough, and don't expect you can just film your day or make some jokes on camera and succeed. You really do need to offer something more in terms of editing, in terms of humor, in terms of knowledge, in terms of something that is not just like, hey, so here's my breakfast. No one gives a shit about your breakfast. I don't want to make this video 100% negative, although it is a little bit fun, I must admit. So I want to give you some actionable and practical advice if you are dead set on being a YouTuber.
Like, I want to do YouTube. So I will either become successful at YouTube, or I will turn 85 years old and I'm still trying to do YouTube, and I will have died trying to do what I wanted to do. Those are the only two options.
If you're not dead set on being a YouTuber, just click away, because it's not for you. It's going to take a shitload of hard work. Number one is going to be that it takes a long time. Don't expect to make it your first year. Don't expect to make it your first 2 or 3 years. It might happen, but it's extremely rare to really blow up your first year. Be prepared to suffer. Be prepared to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and to learn a lot of skills. It's not just filming a video. There's going to be editing, there's going to be scripting, there's going to be the algorithm, there's going to be collaborations, there's going to be marketing, there's going to be business side of stuff, there's going to be taxes, there's going to be different accounts, there's going to be money transfers. You have to wear a lot of hats if you are an entrepreneur. And if you want to be a YouTuber, you have to be an entrepreneur. Those go hand in hand. Next, what do you offer? Why are you different? Why should people even waste their time watching your channel? Because people's time is valuable. People watching this, I value your time and I try not to waste your time. If you're just blathering away on camera, well, good luck. So focus on your content and improving your content. If you look back at my old content from this time last year, it was not good. There was just,
What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to the video. So today I started out with the adductor machine.
Actually, maybe don't. Maybe don't.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the voiceover section.
Realize it's going to take a few years, probably not just 1 year, in terms of your editing, in terms of your polish, in terms of your flow when you're speaking and not just stumbling over your words all the time. And it does take a long time. It's a difficult skill and it takes a lot of work to actually build up. It might look easy, it's not. Next, I really suggest finding some kind of course that helps you with your editing. I've taken a few and a lot of that I've put into practice. It's difficult when you're filming alone still. I film all my own content at the gym or here or anywhere. I don't have a film crew. But if you want to have that cinematic look, that's sort of necessary. I think especially in fitness, again, the standards are going up and therefore you have to have a very polished and professional look. Finally, monetization. Again, 96.5% of people are below that poverty line, and so you have to find a different way to monetize. Ad revenue just isn't very good, and you shouldn't rely only on that. Again, I monetize through coaching and through custom plans, but if you're in some other niche, maybe offer some kind of course, maybe offer some kind of product, some kind of t-shirt, apparel, clothing, something else. It needs to be something other than just ad revenue, because that is really not realistic for a business model. And it needs to be a business model if it's going to be a real job. Because if you're not making money, it's not a job. It's just something you do as a hobby. So I don't mean to shit on anyone's dreams excessively, but it's going to take a lot more work than you think. And if you are dead set on being a YouTuber, it's going to take a while and it's not going to be as easy as you probably think. Alright, that's all for today. Subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. If you're watching this video, you already know what to do. Subscribe, notifications, all that jazz. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.